Hi, in this video, we are going to learn about the types of joints and their movements. A joint is a place where two or more bones are joined together. Joints allow flexibility to our body by helping us in various body movements like dancing, swimming, eating food, writing. But not all joints allow movement. On the basis of this, joints can be classified into movable and immovable joints. Immovable joints are those joints which do not allow any movement. They are also called as fixed joint. For example, flat joints called sutures are present in our skull that do not allow any movement. The joints that allow movement in our body are called as movable joints. Movable joints can be classified into four types: hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint and gliding joint. So let's learn them all one by one. Hinge joint, as the name suggests, is like the hinges of a door. As the hinges help in the opening and closing of the door, the hinge joint also helps in the movement in one plane. Elbow, knee, fingers and toes all are examples of hinge joint. I am showing you the movement of the hinge joint in the elbow region. You can compare it with the opening and the closing of the door. The next joint is ball and socket joint. So as the name suggests, one bone which has a ball-like structure fits into the socket of another bone to allow movement. Examples of this kind of joint are hip joint and shoulder joint. I call it as the hero of all the joints because it allows maximum movement, and that breakdance kind of thing won't be possible if this joint wasn't there. Pivot joint. In this kind of joint, one bone which has a cylindrical shape fits into another bone which has a ring-like structure, and it can also allow the movement, the rotatory kind of movement. That is why this is also called as the rotatory joint. Example of this kind of joint is the neck region. Our neck allows movement in various directions like up, down, sideways and even clockwise and anti-clockwise. Gliding joint. In this kind of joint, two flat bones glide or slide over each other. This kind of joint allows limited or little movement like this: forward, backward, sideways. Okay, this kind of little movement. Examples of this kind of joint are wrist joint and ankle joint. And also this joint is present in between two vertebrae of our spine.